Up next, the Cavaliers taking on the Bulls. For the Cleveland Cavaliers. Yep. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. A look at the Bulls starting lineup. You've got Anthony Simons, Isaac Okoro out there with Lyons. And there's Richaun Holmes. And it's Giddey in at the 2 guard. And for the Cavaliers, the rim protectors standing tall for him, Mobley and Allen. Harden out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Tyson in at the 3. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That is his first foul of the game. And DB, at this early part of the season, what's most important for the head coaches?
What's fascinating to me, Kevin, when you listen to coaches talk is whether you're a championship coach or a first-year coach, one of the biggest things you have to do is figure out your rotations.
Clock at 4. No good from outside. Cleveland with the ball and going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And on paper, you'd call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
Simons kicks to Holmes. Okoro passes to Simons. Here's Lyles. That 3 off the mark. And so Harden will bring it up for Cleveland. He trains the quick shot.
Boy, the hard dribble gets the defense on its heels. That is vintage James Harden right there.
Here's Tyson. That's tipped. Mobley kicks to Mitchell. Good on the 3-point shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And DB with Mitchell out there on the court, we have one of the most dynamic players in the NBA.
And Kevin, let's not forget one of the smartest as well. Donovan Mitchell played for Quinn Snyder early. He talks often about now understanding the game at a much higher level. The ease with which the game comes to Evan Mobley. My goodness, it's fun watching this guy play above the rim.
Okoro kicks to Lyles. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Oh, you can see he's kicking himself for missing that open mid-range. That's right in his wheelhouse.
And Giddey gets it to go.
Well, instant offense. Be shot ready on the catch, Josh Giddey. Yes, sir.
Holmes with it. He's picked up by Mobley. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That one on Mobley.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, this summer, the entire Cavaliers executive front office staff received multi-year contract extensions. Over the last 3 years, Cleveland has had the 3rd best record in the association. Guys, and there's a sense that a culture is being created that is permeating every level of this organization.
You'll love to hear it. All right, Shams, we appreciate the update. Shots good by Lyles.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Pass to Tyson. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Oh, my goodness. Throw it down, Donovan Mitchell, just exploding off the floor.
And the Bulls decide to take their first time out here.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Daniel Tice is checked in for Richaun Holmes. Williams comes in for Okoro. Joseph, he's checked in for Josh Giddey. And Len sub in for Anthony Simons. Len with with the block.
Well, for a big guy so light on his feet, Len rising into the air with ease.
Here's Tice. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
I think they could have gotten a better look right there. And he just a little over-anxious, I think, to get that shot off.
Got that one up quick. Mitchell's got 7 points.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
Williams passes to Lyles. Connects from three-point range. Lyles got his second bucket of the night.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Merrill gets the bucket.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Now, here's Tice. Still without a basket.
And now a look at Donovan Mitchell. Great showing for him last season. He averaged about 24 points a game last year. 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
Well, hard to win if you can't get points productivity, and that's what makes this guy valuable to that second unit.
Max Strus is checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And that one, good. Mobley's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Lyles. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Fires the three. Rebound by the Bulls.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Bulls moving the ball around. Joseph finds Williams. Here's Len. Shot clock at 6. Williams passes to Lyles. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. Lyles got 9.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Fires the three. No good there. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter.
Your Cavaliers
on top.
21.
They lead.
Chicago 20.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. At the forwards, Okoro and Williams. Anthony Simons out there with Morris. And it's Holmes in at the center. Three-pointer, Simons buries the long-range jumper. Simons has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And you got to get out on that if you're the defense. Simons, too big a threat from deep.
Harden dishes to Mitchell. The triple from Mitchell.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Morris passes to Simons. Now Okoro. The 3. Jared Allen grabs the miss. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Wizards. Former dunk contest champion Anthony Simons. Greg, also a threat from deep.
Yeah, over half his shots coming from long range. I mean, he's not exactly a point guard or a lockdown defender, but if you need a bucket, that he can provide.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Cavaliers trying to make the most of their championship window. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, quote, "What I've learned is that this isn't forever. We're not invincible. You have to appreciate this because it doesn't come around too often. Not every locker room is like this." Back to you, Kevin.
Connected and driven. Allie, we appreciate the report. Micic, he's checked in for Anfernee Simons. Here's Micic, guarded by Harden. And another miss by Chicago. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Inside. From past the arc. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Pass to Micic. Back to Okoro. Fires from deep. Micic can't hit.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the three.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
On the wing, Giddey. Off target with his 3. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Ellis. Almost, but it rolls out.
A contested mid-range shot can't be what they were looking for there.
Well, especially with that defensive player in the area. You know he's going to find a way to get into the shooter and make him uncomfortable.
Harden has a wide open look. And another miss by Cleveland. Bulls trail by 3. Pass to Okoro. Here's Micic. Back to Okoro. Here's Giddey. Misses and the dry spell continues.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
And Mitchell gets it to go.
Spida is attacking right now. Very few guys can score it as quickly or as easily.
Here's Giddey. And it's off from three-point range.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
Cleveland moving it around, and Allen slams it in.
Oh, when Jared Allen gets near the basket, you just know he's going to finish with authority.
Stolen by Harden. From 10 feet out, and the Cavaliers get another bucket right there. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Cleveland.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Chicago calls timeout. People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
A different look now for Cleveland. Dean Wade, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Sam Merrill in for Ellis. Chicago also making some changes. Lenz checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Trey Lyles comes in for Patrick Williams. And it's Joseph in for Micic. Out to the right wing. Here's Tyson. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
Here's Giddey. They get it again. Pass to Lyles. Now Okoro. 6 on the shot clock. Giddey. Off target from outside.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Harden against Joseph. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Doris, there aren't many players like James Harden drawing total focus from opposing defenses.
And that's appropriate, Kevin, because this guy can command one side of the ball consistently. In pick and roll action, he can be a threat as a scorer, he sets his teammates, and he can be absolutely electric on the offensive end. He is a problem.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Mobley's checked in.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
To the inside. Mitchell finds the high percentage bucket inside.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Lyles, and that comes off the assist by Giddey. Lyles got a pair of triples in the second now for Chicago. Mitchell wide open. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Giddey, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
So there's that combination of size and quickness when we're talking about Josh Giddey. Hard to defend, makes the defender commit right there.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Max Strus comes in for Sam Merrill. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for James Harden. Chicago also making some changes. Daniel Tice is checked in for Alex Len. And Fernie Simons comes in for Isaac Okoro. And Morris subbed in for Corey Joseph. For 3, Mitchell drills the three-pointer. And it's a 10-point Cleveland lead.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. Just fanning.
With the score.
All right, Allen, thank you. And folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
33.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Donovan Mitchell was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 17 points. And that does it for our halftime show.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
The big men on the floor for him, Mobley and Allen. Harden out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Tyson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. Right wing. Okoro kicks to Lyles. And he's good on the 3 ball. Lyles got the first points to start out the third quarter for Chicago.
Boy, good heads-up basketball from Isaac Okoro. He spots a ready shooter and gets him the basketball.
Here's Giddey. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, this has not been his night. The effort's certainly there, but he looks disjointed.
And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top 4 generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I gotta go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Chicago calls timeout.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Sam Merrill, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Chicago also making some changes. Corey Joseph comes in for Josh Giddey. And Daniel Tice subbed in for Anthony Simon. Pass to Mobley. Rebound by the Bulls.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And here's Tice. Okoro kicks to Tice. And another miss by Chicago.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Cavaliers want Evan Mobley to rip and run. Coach Kenny Atkinson said, with him pushing it in transition, he's just scratching the surface. You see him handle the ball sometimes, and you're like, man, this guy is a point guard. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, but tremendous skill level. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Lyles.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
Here's Harden. Harden with the hang time.
Oh, my. James Harden with a statement right there.
To the wing right side. Tice passes to Holmes. Here's Lyles. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
A nice shot by Okoro.
That's what you call a whatever-it-takes mindset. Okoro finds his way to contribute night in and night out.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And now, please welcome to the court.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. We've got a chance now to see how the starters and the bench match up scoring-wise tonight for Chicago. Schroeder against Morris. And that one's good. Schroeder's got his second bucket of the night.
This guy not just a jump shooter now. Dennis Schroeder more than happy to get inside and mix it up.
Out left to the wing. And here's Joseph for three. The shot misses. Cleveland leading by 14. The wide open shot from Strus. Buries it from three-point range. Strus has got 5.
Yeah, that's Max Strus, sprinting the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
Lyles passes to Morris. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. The three. Shot's good by Lyles. Lyles got 9 points now in just the second half.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
Kicks it out to Schroeder from deep. It's all in by the Bulls. Pass to Morris to the left wing. Back to Lyles. Three-pointer. Another three for Chicago.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Merrill gets the bucket.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Lyles no good.
KYP, know your personnel. Challenge the great shooter. Excellent job.
And Wade slams it in.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Such a wide open look. 7 points in the game.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Strus's shot is good.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And so it's Cleveland.
Chicago, 47.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Taking a look at the Bulls. At the forwards, Okoro and Williams. Josh Giddey is out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Holmes in at the 5 down low. Pokes it up there for Mobley. Stolen by Okoro. Here's Giddey. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He started out strong. 3 threes in the first half, but the long ball has disappeared on him since. And you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
Simons kicks to Giddey. And the Bulls with another miss.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Trains the three-pointer.
3 points.
Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And it's Isaac Okoro with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
DB, we saw a move by the league to let a little bit more contact go. Have they been consistent with that, or do you see some backpedaling at all?
I don't see any backpedaling at all. I think maybe the area where you most see this manifest is the point of attack dribble. That first dribble, defenders are really able to attack defensively. Listen, this is a hard thing. You want to bring more physicality back, but you've got to do it carefully.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Evan Mobley. Nance comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And Porter subbed in for James Harden. Chicago making a switch here. Williams has checked in.
Patrick Williams.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Nance. Lays it up off the glass. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And they get it back. Here's Micic. And the Bulls with another miss.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Eisen with the bucket.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
On the wing, Williams. Shot to stop the run. The rebound by Nance. And it's Porter with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Len. No good there off the double clutch.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
A moment for an injury report.
Guys, I was able to talk with Chicago's head athletic trainer about his status, and apparently nothing too serious. A whack on that hand resulting in some bruising and some soreness. By their estimation, no further damage can be caused by playing on this particular injury, so they're going to roll the dice and he's going to play.
Allie, thank you for the update.
It is, and nobody wants to miss any time. Obviously, everybody wants to be out there contributing, but sometimes you got to be patient. You have to make health a priority, get the results, and then put your plan in place.
And stolen by Giddey. Len passes to Micic. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. The 3 ball. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Strus is checked in. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Over to the wing, to the middle. Here's Wade. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Down low.
2 minutes.
Here's Tyson.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Giddey kicks to Dozier. A 3-pointer is right on target. Dozier's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Wade. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist.
Boy, no one is blocking that shot. Excellent use of the floater.
Out to the wing. Here's Len. Off target from 3-point range.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Cavaliers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't. so right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for James Harden.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Micic, the pass to Giddey. And again, Chicago, no good. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Wade at the elbow. Inside, Ellis. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Morris kicks to Lyles. No good on the triple. And